Welcome, Chris Steele, CEO of Tangiamo. You recently closed the fourth quarter. Can you tell us about the quarter?
Yeah, thanks. It was a crazy quarter, simply put. So I mean, we started off the quarter with the rights issue. We ended the second quarter with the acquisition of TrustPlay and everything. So it's been busy. That's an easy, simple way to put it. That's for sure. So, but good. I mean, we're making progress, a lot of progress on getting TrustPlay and all the technology into the company and really kicking off the new direction for us. So,
yeah. You showed about 9 million in cash equivalents in the end of the quarter. Can you tell us what that consists of, perhaps, and what affected the cash position in the quarter?
Sure. So if I may just sort of speak openly with you, I mean we had 9 million in cash equivalents in the company at the end of the quarter. I guess maybe there's some questions with regard to some line items in the balance sheet where the rights issue was of 25 million, but it's showing only rights issue of 7.6 million and these types of things. But I think what people need to remember is, there was about 5 million of that was offset. So that shows up in a different line item of the report. There's 4 million in rights issue costs. And then the cash and cash equivalents, that comes from the top guarantee and how that is structured. So, I mean, for me, I've been with the company now since 2022, and I reiterate to people all the time, we're in a better position now than we've ever been, easily.
Yeah. And can you maybe explain the cost dynamics in the quarter? I guess maybe the costs were a bit higher since you did a bigger transaction.
Yeah, I mean, we had some transaction associated costs, but then I think as I stated, we wrote off some patents. So that was around 4 million that we wrote down patents, and that shows up as a line item as an other cost that was taken. So I think that needs to be accounted for when you look at the bottom line for the year. So, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, we're investing in the development for TrustPlay. We're investing in the development for Macau and for getting the business to a new place.
Yeah. And as you said before, the item rights money from the rights issue from the period is set at about 7.6 million in the cash flow statement. So in other words, it's the net receivables.
Yeah, I mean, part of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've noticed that some investors wondered what drove the costs in the quarter. Can you maybe say something about that?
Is there any mention of which cost in particular? Like which?
I think it's just
which item we're
generally
talking about. I mean, if we're talking about like our how do you say, consumables and these types of things, there were the raw materials, cost of goods sold. I mean, there we're buying in things to supply our dice shakers, and we have spare parts orders that come in and these types of things that then go back out. Also, some of the subcontractors that we work with, their costs land there and that sort of stuff. So, nothing out of the ordinary, that's for sure.
And I guess it's also partly from the TrustPlay operations, or is it just the old Tangiamo business?
No, a lot of it is for moving everything forward with TrustPlay and the online side of things, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And moving into TrustPlay, which you acquired last year. What would you say have happened in the company since you acquired it? Perhaps some deals or something that is going to generate interesting opportunities ahead?
So I think simply the assets that we acquired for TrustPlay, we're now utilizing them in Tangiamo, if I think of it that way. So if the technology from TrustPlay is what we're putting to use in there. You know, we started the partnership with Monserio, and I mean, if you go back to the financial statement, you know, that's not accounted for in the Q4 numbers. But the main focus for TrustPlay is we have ready technology that we can supply to white label partners, so that they can start their own online casinos and operations. And so we're active with getting white label operators on board.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, if we think about with Monserio, they're going to be doing B2C, direct to the market, direct to consumers for new casino brands.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, you acquired Monserio. Can you tell us shortly about what opportunity you see there?
Well, we didn't acquire them, but we did get a sizable stake in the organization. But yeah, so there, you know, it's a team of very experienced guys who all have backgrounds from either running B2B operations for companies similar to us now within the online space, or operating brands, casino brands themselves. So you know, that's something I'm really looking forward to being able to share the progress on as things ramp up in that organization.
Yeah. And you also made a deal with Paradise Entertainment, or at least started a collaboration with them. Can you tell us about that potential deal and what it would mean?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked about that, because for me, you know, that was one of the deals that I don't know, maybe I'm most excited about for us, especially on the, you know, let's say Tangiamo's old business. You know, our dice shaker product is really an extremely strong product that we don't have much competition in the market on. And so to partner with somebody like Paradise, where our technology is going to go into their machines, and then we will be supplying our software to them, and we're going to get paid per unit they place in the market. And this is a organization that has extreme placing power of ETGs, or, you know, the machines in Macau and Philippines, and, you know, different customers throughout even South America and things like that. So partnering and getting this, you know, the initial collaboration agreement with them was what, 500,000 krona or something. So it wasn't a tremendous amount, but the future potential for that collaboration, I'm really excited by. So, and then securing the distribution agreement with them to where they can actually sell our tables and our products standalone in their markets, and then vice versa, we have access to their entire portfolio of products to start selling in Europe and other markets. So, you know, it's to me, I'm super stoked about what we can do there.
Yeah. And to get a better picture of the company, can you say something about the size or maybe number of employees or something?
So the agreement was with one of their subsidiaries, but you can really classify this as with Paradise Entertainment or LT Game. LT Game is the how do you say, hardware division of Paradise. So Paradise, they're traded on the Hong Kong market. I think they're valued at around 1 billion Swedish kroner. They are a very dominant player in Macau, and they also have a lot of traction in the Philippines. They have presence in the US, and other key markets around the world. So you know, in just the short amount of time we've been working with them now, I mean, the resources we have access to with them, through them, and with this collaboration has been tremendous. So
Yeah. And you also plan to do a RTO with, or Co-Properties plans to do RTO with you. Can you tell us about that project and what the status is?
yeah, what can I say? So I mean, we recently announced that we've extended the LOI to the end of the quarter with them. So everything is on track, but there's a lot of parties involved in the process, and we just want to make sure we're doing everything as it should be done. So as things happen, we will surely keep the market up to date. But the the reason to do it, because I get asked that question a lot as well, is like, why would you guys do this, or why didn't they just do an IPO or a new listing themselves, and this type of thing. But as we mentioned before, we have the shared large owner with Equity Dynamics, and when we were presented with the opportunity and the potential to go ahead and keep Tangiamo's casino business listed just under trust play, and our shareholders would get exposure to the prop tech real estate technology business. It, of course, we had to explore it and look at it, and it's as far as I can see, it's an exciting opportunity that I understand why people are very curious to see what's happening with it. But as I mentioned, we will announce things as they happen. That's for sure.
Yeah. And going forward, how do you plan to, I suppose, prioritize the focus between the old business in Tangiamo and the new business with TrustPlay?
For us now, I mean, I mentioned in the report what we hope to accomplish this year, and I mean, what we aim to accomplish this year, and the major focus is going to be with the online technologies that we acquired. I mean, that's where we can really see a lot of revenue traction very quickly. Everything from the lottery plays that we have going on, from the asset acquisition from IGS, and as well just our ability to do things with lottery now that we have the technology that we have. So that is something to keep an eye out for. And then really, the partnership with Monserio and being able to drive that business forward to supply the technology to as a white label alternative, and as well as our, their own brands or our own brands. So
Yeah. With that, I thank you for answering the questions, Chris. And I suppose if someone have additional questions or follow-up questions, they can contact you by email or phone.
Yeah, absolutely. I welcome it. Anybody can contact me anytime, that's for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks.